లింక్ పంపిస్తాను. చిన్నదా లింక్ పంపిస్తాను. లింక్ పంపిస్తాను. ఇంకా అప్పుడు మాట్లాడుకుంటాం. కూర్చో ఇష్టం కదా ఇంకా సండే ఎప్పుడు తీసుకుంటారు అన్ని ఆలోచించాలి. మాట ఓవర్ చేస్తున్నాడు. అందుకనే నేనే వాడిని ఆపబెట్టిన. పెళ్ళి అయిందంటే ఒక్కసారి కూడా లంచ్గా పిలిచినావా? నువ్వు లంచ్ పిలుస్తావు, ఎప్పుడు పిలుస్తావు? నా నెంబర్ అసలు ఉన్నా లేదా? ఏ రోజు పిలిచినావా?
బా నారాజ్ నారాజ్ శ్రీకాంత్ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్.
గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ సార్.
తేజ గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్. Teja, good afternoon.
Sir.
How are you?
Good afternoon. Good sir.
Okay, 2 minutes. Just this UK people not it, US people not it come. Just 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, click on OK. Today concept name is dynamic handling file system concept. Today concept name is dynamic handling file system concept. What is dynamic handling file system concept? If you want, before going to dynamic handling file system concept, first of all we should know flat file. We should know flat file. What is flat file? It doesn't have any predefined format. It doesn't have any predefined format. That is called flat file. It doesn't have any predefined format, so that is called flat file. Examples: Notepad. Example: Notepad, comma, text document. That is called flat file. So it doesn't have any predefined format. Whatever you want, you can write it. There is no restrictions. There is no restrictions. So that is called flat file. Flat file is nothing but it doesn't have any predefined format. So that's the reason we can say it is a flat file. Flat file is nothing but it doesn't have any predefined format. So what is this concept? Dynamic handling file system concept. If you want to create a new file in file system, comma, if you want to write the data into the write the if you want write the data into the file in file system, comma, if you want read the data from file in file system, we will use file system concept. If you want create a new file in file system, if you want to write the data into the file in file system, if you want to read the data from file in file system, we will use file system concept. We will use file system concept. So for that we are using five predefined classes. Without going to any D drive or E drive, we can create a new file in file system. We can write the data into the file in file system. We can write the data into the file system. That is file system concept. For that we are using five predefined classes. We are using five predefined classes. One is file. Next, file writer. Third one, buffer writer. File reader. Buffer reader. So without going to D drive or F drive or E drive, so through code we can create a new file in file system. We can write the data into the file in file system. We can get the data from file in file system. We will use file system concept. Without going to D drive or E drive or F drive, we can create a new file in file system. We can write the data into the file in file system. We can get the data from file in file system. We will use file system concept. So for that we are using five predefined classes: file, file writer, buffer writer, file reader, buffer reader. So what is the use of file? So we can create a new file in file system. What is file writer? We can write the data into the file system. What is buffer writer? Buffered writer. So if you write only file writer, we can't write the data into the file system. Compulsory we should take the reference from buffer writer, then only we can able to write the data into the file system. Buffer writer is used for we can able to write the data into the file system. If you use file reader, we can't read the data from file system. We can't read the data from file system. Compulsory we should take reference from buffer reader, then only we can able to read the data from file system. Then only we can able to read the data from file system. So here we have five predefined classes. Using this five predefined classes, we can create a new file in file system. We can write the data into the file in file system. We can get the data from file in file system. We will use file system concept. So today concept is dynamic handling file system concept. Without going to anywhere through code, we can create a new file. We can write the data into the file and we can get the data from file. We will use file system concept. All right. Go to Eclipse. I'm going to SRC, take the new class. Class name is file. Keep the mark public start quiet menu. Click on finish. Right. I want to create a file. File reference name F equal to new file. File F equal to new file. Path of the file path. I'm giving path of the file is in the D colon. I'm creating one file group dot txt. File, sorry, F dot create new file. I want to create a new file in D colon. So I created one file, file f equal new file. In the I given location in the D colon group dot text test document. So if dot create new file, it will create the file. I want to write the data into the file. F dot file writer fw equal to new file writer. Just give the path of the file. Where do you want write the data? Control. Next, buffered writer bw equal to new buffered writer. Only if you write file writer, we can't write the data. So compulsory we should take the reference from buffer writer, and I'm using here fw. So file writer reference I'm giving here. So if you want write any data with the reference of buffer writer only, we can write bw dot write. We can write the data. Hi. If you want in next line, just we should mention here bw dot new line. If you want write bw dot write, good morning. I want to write in new line bw dot new line. So like we can write bw dot write. Like we can write it. So if you want to hold the data, if it is need to hold the data, we should write bw dot flash. So compulsory it can hold the data. Otherwise it cannot hold the data. So file writer, buffer writer, these are the predefined classes. So we need to keep the cursor on the predefined class. So change to file java.io. File writer change to java.io. File writer just come down. File writer java.io. File writer java.io. It is a predefined classes. Whenever you're using predefined classes, compulsory we should add. So these are the exceptions, throws exceptions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exceptions we have. We need to handle all the exceptions at a time. That time we will use throws. Keep the cursor on any line. So add throws declaration IOE exception. It can handle all the exceptions at a time. All the exceptions at a time. That is the concept. Dynamic handling file system concept. We have created one file and we wrote data into the file. Right. So save, click on run. If it is data created or not, if you know, just go to my computer, go to D drive. So check it, group. Yes, data created. Hi, good morning, bye. Each and every time I don't want to come to D drive. I want to get the data from D file. That is group file. Group. I created name group. So I want to get the data from file. Here we can write it. How to we can write it? File reader fr equal to new file reader. I am giving the path of the file. I don't want to go to D drive every time. I want to get the data from D colon. So if you write only file reader, we can't read the data from file. So compulsory we should use buffer reader. Buffered reader br equal to new buffered reader fr. Next, here is no need, but we didn't use boolean. What is the use of boolean? Anyone? What is the use of boolean? Tell me anyone. What is the use of boolean? We discussed one of the data type, that is the boolean. What is the use of boolean?
Tick boxes.
Boolean. What is the use of boolean? What is the use of boolean? Somebody, consultants people, they need cucumber training. So file reader fr equal new file reader in the D colon. So we have
Boolean
data.
used for true or false, sir.
Hmm?
Used for true or false.
Just boolean is used for, so we can get the true or false. So here is data is available or not, I want to check. Here is no need, not mandatory, but I want to check it is data is there or not. Boolean b equal to br dot ready. Br dot ready method. Ready method is used for data is there or not, it will check. If it is data is there, it will give return. So br dot b. Data is, if it is data is there, it will give true, otherwise it will give false. File reader java.io. File reader java.io. Buffer reader java.io. If it is data is available, it will give true, otherwise it will give false. Next, so I want to get the data from file. So here I am writing while loop. While br dot ready. So if it is data there, then store in one string. String s equal to br dot read line. Read it. sy control space s. It will print it. Save. Click on run. Here we can get number of methods. Here we can get number of methods. So file writer, buffer writer, file reader, buffer reader is a predefined classes. That is the reason we can get. So whatever we are, file is a predefined class, buffer reader is a predefined class, buffer writer is a predefined class, file reader is a predefined class. So whatever, file writer is a predefined class, IO exception is a predefined class. So remaining other one, create new file is, it is a method. Create new file is a method. Write is a method. New line is a method. And flush is a method. And ready is a method. And read line is a method. So these are the methods. What is the main difference between methods and predefined classes? Predefined classes and predefined methods. In entire Java and Selenium, we will discuss nearly 60 predefined classes and we will discuss 60 predefined methods. So first of all, you should know what are the main difference between predefined class and predefined methods. If it is predefined classes, so compulsory we should import the statements. If it is predefined classes, compulsory we should import the statements. We should import the statements. So these are the predefined classes. We imported statements. Here we have predefined methods. New line is a method. Write is a method. Flush is a method. And create new file is a method. Ready is a method. Read line is a method. Where is read line? Read line is a method. So if you save and click on run, we can get console. True, hi, good morning, bye. So no need to go to read line. So it is a true. So data is there or not, it will give true. And so whatever we wrote, hi, good morning, boy. These are the messages we can get here in console. So that is the concept of dynamic handling file system concept. Come out.